What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with more T-Mobile Bianchi here on PCM 2020, and we have a fun one today with a bunch of national championships on the way. And of course, if you did miss the last episode, make sure you go and check it out. We had the Criterium to Dauphiné, a fantastic race where we had some great results too. But today we're actually going to start with the Mont Ventoux challenge. This is a very fun race in my opinion, of course finishing on Mont Ventoux, so let's see how we get on. Among the favourites then we have Pierre Rolland, Jesus Harada too, but looking at our squad, we are led by Aliotti. We have some very strong climbers in Fabro, Schoenberger, Zimmermann and Pello, also Davide Barbaso, and we have Marcus Burkhardt to control things on the front. So a fair breakaway, have gone up the road of 13 riders, but we'll keep all our guys in the main group while Schoenberger and Fabro on very good days. And 35k to go, we're seeing a very quick tempo and a few riders actually putting in some early moves up to the breakaway. We're going to sit in and try and conserve everything we can for, of course, Mont Ventoux. And we do have a big group of 56 riders caught behind here, with the likes of Pigcock in this group and just 35 in the front, with riders also dropping out all the time here. This is a very quick run-in to the final climb. So we are now on Mont Ventoux proper. The breakaway have just been caught. We have Fabro, Schoenberger and Aliotti left feeling good. Zimmermann has done a job. He is now done for the day, and so many riders are struggling already. However, steady tempo, not anymore, because we have Arensman, Rolland and others all on the attack. However, I am going to set this steady tempo. Those guys can be aggressive, but I think it would be best for us just to stay together. Godon now trying to make a move as well, or maybe he's working for Tony Gallopin. So more attacks, Gamay looking to make a move, Haraza and Sicard also bridging to that group up ahead. We have just 8 riders here, down to 6 riders in our group. We have 3 of them as well, and Schoenberger is about to bridge that gap to the front group, I hope. So that would be perfect for us, with Fabro, our leader today, looking brilliant. And now we have Rolland on the attack again, Haraza, Arensman all trying to follow. We're going to stay at, I think, 70 from now on and try and pace ourselves on this very difficult climb. We've dropped Biniam, Gamay, Fernandez too. Godon is sat on our wheel. We have Aliotti here left to protect as Schoenberger is done for the day. Fabro maybe try and go 72, try and close the gap. But at the front of the race, Rolland's looking very strong. He's dropped Arada and Arensman as well. But now Aliotti is done and Fabro will be by himself. Let's go at, I think, 70. Try and maybe work with Tony Gallopin and close the gap. But like I said, Pierre Rolland looking like his old self. So Fabro has now dropped Tony Gallopin. We've dropped Diaz. We've caught Arensman and Sicard too. And we're closing the gap to Jesus Harada. But I think Pierre Rolland will be uncatchable for us today. 800 meters left then. We're going to sprint for the line with Fabro for second place, because Pierre Rolland is going to win by over a minute. What a rise by Pierre Rolland today. We'll see who finishes second in a moment, but Rolland does take the win. I think we're going to have to settle for maybe third place, with Fabro behind Sicard, ahead of Harada and Arensman though, a decent result. So we get some news here. We will be going to the Hamburg Classic. Nice race for us. I think Zabel will be leading us there. We don't get an invite to Canada, while some bad news, because Bagioli now up to 16 points. That is not what we were looking for. Up next then, we're heading to Germany for Rund Köln. It's a 1.5 star objective, 1.1 category race, and as you see on screen, our sponsored objectives have not gone particularly well as of late. So we really need to improve here, and hopefully we can at least get that top 5 results. And looking at our squads, who will try and deliver that result? We have Rick Zabel, Stefan Bissega, also Jonas Rutsch. We have Georg Zimmermann, Simon Pello, Marcus Burkhardt and Giga Horvat. Good day for Rick Zabel today then, so I think we have to ride for the big German. And I don't want to speak too soon, but looking at our opposition, I definitely hope a top 5 is possible with Rick today. So pretty straightforward day so far. We have had a few splits. I can't really see any big sprinters that have been dropped, the likes of Einhorn perhaps, but really not one of the main contenders today. Zabel still looking pretty good. And to be honest, no one is really helping us relay on the front, I think due to the big breakaway that is currently up the road. So we're having to do a lot of work ourselves to bring these guys in. So we have 13k to go. We have Seneschal and a few others trying to bridge to that breakaway. I think we'll try and close this with the Jonas Ruch, and hopefully as they catch that breakaway, we will be able to catch them and they will no longer attack. But we have 21 riders currently up the roads, and we're using a lot of our guys just to bring in this group. You can see Zimmerman, Pello, Burkhardt are all out the back. We have caught this group and we really don't have too much left as another attack is now going off the fronts. And so with Ruch and Zimmerman pretty much done and only Biska left, no one is helping us close this gap, and we're really struggling here to really close that gap, of course. So Zimmerman can maybe try and come and help out just a little bit, because we need to save Stefan Biska for the finish, and I think this could be the race decided. So 4k to go. We're now seeing some moves. Gamper, Ganna coming to the front too. Can we follow Pippo Ganna? We have Stibar too coming to the front. Let's try and slowly up this with Stefan Biska, maybe to 90 now. 2k to go. Hopefully Zabel is feeling good enough to get that elusive top 5. I've maybe gone a little early here though with Rick Zabel. Let's try and take it anyhow. Zabel going for the win even. Can we get the win? We're not going to, or are we? Yes, we are. Rick Zabel takes it just ahead of Hofstetter. Hodge finished in 3rd place, and that was very, very close. And that is a big, big wait to finally get another sponsor objective in the bag. The 30th of June is now here, and we have arrived at the National Championships. So I think the first thing to do is quickly look at our sponsor objectives. We have a few right here, with the biggest one being the road race in Germany, a 3.5-star objective. We definitely need to try and get at least a podium. We have a few other goals to get podiums in the TT at Switzerland, as well as the road race in Italy, which could be difficult. But my personal goal really for these races is to win a single national championship and have a jersey in the team after today. And so the TT's first, and we have a hilly one or a mountainous one really in Italy, but Ganna I think will still be the favourites. But looking at our riders, probably we have Taburi, Moscon and Fabro in with the shots. So Antonio Taburi is well underway here, and he's not on a good day sadly, so can't see Taburi really challenging for the win. However, Gianni Moscon on the start line here. He has a very nice day, a +3 day. Can we spring a surprise with Gianni? So Moscon has nothing left. We're going to push it right to the line. He is collapsed right here, but can we beat Taburi? I think we will. 44 seconds clear. But now Formulo crosses the line, and he is behind Gianni Moscon, but we have some good riders underway now. Covey is about to cross the finish. He's not going to win, but we have Cataneo, who was first at that first time split. Let's see if he takes the best time, and he does. We're not going to be winning this jersey. And Cataneo still holds the best time, but Matteo Fabro can sprint across the line here. Can Fabro go into the top 5 maybe? Would be a good result, and he does. In fact, go into 5th place. Demarchi is next. We have Nibali too, but my eyes really are going on Pippo Ganna, of course. But Demarchi puts in a decent time right there. We have Vincenzo next. 16 seconds down. He is very close, but Cataneo is holding on, and Ganna is still climbing. So Damiano Caruso is about to finish, but so is Pippo Ganna. Has the young Italian been able to cope with all of these climbs, and can he take the jersey again, or will it go to his teammates? And it does in fact go to Cataneo. Surprise result for me then, but Cataneo is turning into a very good rider for Quickstep, beating Ganna though. 83 time trial. Somehow he has lost today. USA up next then, where Brandon McNulty is the favourite. We have Kevin Vermarker. Don't really think we stand a chance in this one. So then we have Joyce with the best time. I think Craddock is going to finish next and maybe take the best time. He does for now. We have Haga, Barter and TJ Van Garderen remaining before Brandon McNulty. But TJ Van Garderen crosses the line. He takes the best time, and I don't think McNulty is going to catch him right here. Can TJ take the jersey yet again for the USA? I think he will. Let's confirm it, and he does. Next, we head to Germany then, again for the time trial. Of course, we have absolutely no time trialist, so this could be a bit of a painful one. We currently have a surprise here in Germany then, because Paxcoo has the best time, beats Tony Martin, but Maxi Chapman is going to win the German time trial pretty comfortably. I wasn't going to make you sit through that with our riders so far down. Zabel was our best finisher. Austria is up next then, and again we don't really stand a chance today, but let's see who takes the win. We're currently not doing too badly, both riders in the top 10, but now we have the big dogs. First we have Gurgel. I think he will take the best time here, and he does by a pretty substantial margin. We have Mühlberger not on a good TT, neither is Patrick Conrad. That is perhaps quite surprising, now riding for Ineos, and Grossschartner seems to be struggling too. So Mühlberger is only 5th. We'll see where Conrad goes. Right now, disappointing for Conrad. 2 minutes down. Can Grossschartner take the best time? I don't think he will. Michael Gurgel is going to be the Austrian TT champion. On to the big one then, and this is our sponsor objective. They want us to get a top 3. I think we failed this one last year actually. Going to be very difficult to win with the likes of Köln. Even Mark Hirschi could be good on this terrain, but we have Stefan Bissiger, and he has a great shot at a good result today. So Simon Pello on a +5 day. If only Stefan Bissiger gets a day like this, that would be lovely. So Bissiger is underway, and it's a -1 day. The rider we really needed to be on a good day. What a shame. Maybe we'll have to rely on Simon Pello, as crazy as that sounds. So Bissiger is only 12th at the first time check. This could be a bit of a disaster, but Pello is going to cross the line right here. Let's push him just to 99. Try and give everything to the finish. Where does Pello go? And we're outside the top 3. This is a bit of a disaster right now. Kung is going to win this race, I believe, and he's almost caught Stefan Bissiger just up the road, as you see. So Bissiger across the line then. It's not going to be our target of a top 3, but Stefan Kung takes the win. A very disappointing day, it must be said, with Pello 61 TT beating Bissiger on the stage. Finally, a new month is here. We're into July and we get some more dossier points. I've been waiting so long for this, but finally we can open a dossier with Lenny Kemner. He is going to be our big #1 target going into next season. I was really torn between him and Giulio Ciccone, who is somewhere on this list. There he is, who is more interested, so I think we can still try and go for Ciccone as well. At least that is my plan, whilst trying to focus on Lenny Kemner. Jumping then into the road races, and we have Switzerland. This is really the most enjoyable part of the national championships for me. Mark Hirschi is going to be so difficult to beat, but we have to try. We have Pello, Bissiger and Mauro Schmid. So it seems FDJ and Kilian Franchini, as well as our former rider Gino Mada, are just going to hunt down every single breakaway. We're not going to be able to get up the roads, it would seem, at this stage. Oh my word, and Mark Hirschi has just gone down, our main rival, and we have to try and tempo on the front. I'll tempo with Mauro Schmid. We have Marza pacing hard, Dillier too. Let's put Schmid to the front. And I don't think Hirschi has any teammates at this race. This is brutal luck for the defending champion right here. And he is still some way down. I don't think Hirschi is going to get back on. He's 2 minutes down. I'm pacing really hard. We're dropping riders like Franchini, who have been pacing so far. What a ride here by Mauro Schmid to put Mark Hirschi out of the race. But let me tell you, this man is so strong. Mark Hirschi is dragging these guys back in, as well as himself. He's still got some ground to make up, but he's not out of this just yet. What a rider we are up against. So we've just had an attack by 2 riders, actually, Matthias Frank and Seb Reichenbach. We still have some power in our team to bring that in, and Hirschi is no way getting back in now. So we have a real opportunity here. So we've been the only team tempoing in the last 50k or so because of those attacks by FDJ and AG2R. I think I'm going to try and really push and bring them in now. So Simon Pello really laying down a very hard tempo. We have 12 riders who have gone off the front right there, and this could be good for us with Schmid now in the group behind, and plenty of strong riders, the likes of Johan Jacobs, for example, or Johan Jacobs, I think you say, caught behind here, and Pello has almost caught Reichenbach with Frank further up the roads. So altogether 23k to go, just 19 riders are here at the front. Bissiger looking pretty good, but he is now by himself. So Kung seems to be done for Groupama FDJ. Let's come to the front with Bissiger. Put in a little move here with 13k to go. Köln cannot respond, and that is wonderful for us. Let's tempo at 85 with Biska. Maybe some stronger riders can join us, but Stefan Köln is completely done right here, and Biska is going solo to the line, although we do have a group of 5 trying to catch us. Let's go to 90 with Dénivelé bridging to us. Can we keep this tempo up just a little bit? Try and push the likes of Köln out the back, as well as maybe a few others too, and let's try and relay with these guys, but they're not going to work. So if that is the case, we're going to sit in and allow this to come in for a sprint, I believe. We have Michael Scher, the likes of Patrick Schelling too, in a group of 11 riders in that group behind, and they will now catch us. So let's sit up because Stefan Biska has not gone clear. We're conserving our energy for a late attack or even a sprint, but now we have a move into this downhill sector, which we need to react to. The few guys ahead of us are on the move. They're not the strongest of riders compared to some of the opposition we could be up against at this race, but if we can go clear on that descent, as we have done right here, this is perfect because Biska is just sat in the wheels. Let's try and push the tempo here on the front because these 3 riders, I think we can try and take them in this finish with Stefan Biska. This is the man for FDJ who has attacked. Can I try and attack him back? Not quite sure. Into now the final kilometre here with Stefan Biska. I'm going to try and lead things out from the front. Here they go. They're sprinting for the line. Have they got the jump on me? It seems they have. Oh no. Has Stefan Biska bottles it into the finish? We're not going to take it this year. Oh boy, how disappointing. What a chance that was for us. I bottled that finish. Oh, and Stefan Biska is going to be second in the national championships. It can only go down as a huge disappointment for Stefan Biska, with Fabian Leinhardt taking the win for Groupama FDJ. The search for that seemingly elusive national championship does go on, but today we have the USA and Kevin Vermaker is one of the favourites. Things you just love to see Vermaker on a -2 day to day. 100k into the race then. I've just been sat in the main group with Vermaker. We have just had a fall with some pretty good riders going down, the likes of TJ Van Garderen going down. So we do now have a very quick pace in the peloton. And the race really has exploded now because of those guys falling. We have a very quick tempo and the peloton has actually split into, was that McNulty behind? Not quite sure, but 33 riders are behind here. Vermaker needs to stay very, very aware. So most domestiques are now done. We have just 24 riders in the front of the American National Championships, and we have Dombrowski to the front. But you know what? I'm going to try something here with Vermaker. 50k out. Let's put in a move, try and drop some of the domestiques. Push it now to 90 on this climb. We have McNulty in the wheels. Quinn Simmons unable to close that gap. Neither Sepp Kuss. So hopefully we can really whittle away some of the weaker riders with that move, but still a fairly big group, and I think they're going to catch us. 10k to go. We have Ben King, Sepp Kuss, McNulty, Quinn Simmons. We have Joyce Barter, Owen, Brent Bookwalter and Eisenhart in this group alongside Kevin Vermaker. One of these 10 riders will be the American national champion. And straight after that descent, we have Ben King putting in a move and McNulty just about able to react to that, but he was struggling quite a bit there. I'm just sat in the wheels of some strong riders like Quinn Simmons. Hopefully he can guide us to the finish in the front group because we're not feeling too good. But now into the final 4k, let's try and move to the front of this group. Take the wheel of Brandon McNulty, who is on the front. We can try and react to any moves here. Ben King is attacking, so is Owen. Can I follow him instead? Let's try with Kevin Vermaker. We don't want to burn too much red coming onto this final climb. 2k to go. Vermaker is now right at the front of the race. We're going to set our own tempo. 75. We're going to up it now to 85. I think we have enough energy for that just about with Kevin Vermaker. 1k to go. We're going to lead this out, into the finish. Vermaker going to sprint, but Joyce comes round and he is just way too quick for us. Way too quick. We didn't quite have enough energy to try anything else today, but Colin Joyce takes it and Vermaker will only finish in 5th place. We're getting into decent positions, but I just cannot finish off any of these chances, and another chance goes begging today. On to the Italian National Championships, 250k, and I'm feeling good about this one because we have Gianni Moscon among others hopefully we can finally get that result. Disappointing day for Moscon on a -1 day, and Tiberi is on a +3. So these two guys are going to be our leaders. So I've been working on the climbs all day so far with Aliosi and Kovi. They have done a great job just really pacing on the climbs to try and wear down the other guys and the sprinters, the likes of Ballerini or even Sonny Colbrelli, Moschetti. We don't want those guys with us in the finish. And now we're seeing a hard tempo being set by UAE, Bahrain, quick step 2 with Ghana working on the front. Surprised he's not a leader for them today, but 94 riders are now in this group. And we're losing riders now every climb, down to 67 riders remaining in the main group. 50 Ks go, 40 riders now left. Barbato is struggling, Fabro too a little bit, but Tiberi and Moscon looking pretty good, and hopefully they can really fight this out in the finish as just riders dropping all over the roads. 3 climbs left, 25 riders are here. Fabro is still supporting Moscon and Tiberi, and as long as he's here, I'm not going to try any attacks, but we are seeing Ulysses really upping the tempo, and we're going to see a reduced group now. Ulysses seemingly working for Formula, that is a big surprise as well. And now we're seeing some very good riders go out the back. The likes of Sonny Colbrelli is struggling. I think they're coming back on with Damiano Caruso, but if Colbrelli is out the back, that could be a big help for us. I think Ballerini is probably still here. He is going to be very difficult to beat today. And now we're seeing an absolute explosion in the rhythm here. On the following climb, we have 17 riders here. Fabro is pretty done. Moscon is struggling just to stay with the guys at the front, but Baggioli, it was him who really put the pressure on everyone else in this group. We have 1 climb left after this one, unable to attack as we're lapping a few guys. We have 13 riders at the front with Tiberi and Moscon still here. Who has been dropped? We have Fideli out the back. Of course, we have Fabro, Conchi 2, Cataneo, Ulysses is gone, and we have Ciccone as well. This is pretty big. 15k to go. We are now approaching the final climb. We have Baggioli, Jacopo Mosca, Vincenzo Nibali is here, Ballerini, Formolo, Vackerman, Demarchi. Nizzolo is still here. My oh my, we need to get rid of Nizzolo because he will take this in a sprint with utter ease. This final climb is going to be very tricky. So here we go, 12k to go. Davide Formolo is on the attack. Let's try and react, in fact, pretty much straight away with Antonio Tiberi. Look at the tempo from these guys. Nizzolo, how is he accelerating like that? What a ride by him, but Vackerman and Formolo are going off the front right now. Tiberi is trying to get us back in as we're lapping just loads of riders, making it very difficult to see exactly what is going on, but Tiberi is trying to lead back in Gianni Moscon. I think that is the best tactic for us because we do still have him here, but now we need to try and go with Gianni Moscon, try and attack up to those guys at the front if we can. We have Formolo, Nibali and Ballerini just at the front, and Moscon is just going to latch on at the back to Davide Ballerini. Can Tiberi get back onto? And then we would have 5 riders at the front of the race. So 4k to go. Tiberi is trying to attack back on, but Moscon is sat on the wheel of Davide Ballerini. I think that's the best we can do at this stage, as Tiberi is going to just come back on. We have 2k to go. It's making it very confusing with all of these guys here. Can Moscon maybe get on the wheel of Tiberi? Let's try and sprint with him as Ballerini is sat on the wheel of Nibali, who is leading him out, but Moscon on the right hand side. Can we sprint past these guys? Moscon going for the line. It's going to be heartbreak again for us. And Davide Ballerini is just too quick. He takes the championships ahead of Formolo. Moscon on the podium. But again, we are without a jersey. Guys, I'm trying so hard. I honestly am to win a jersey in these national championships, but it seems I'm cursed. I just cannot seem to do it with Moscon in third today. Tiberi, a very good result for the 20-year-olds. And I guess the only real shining light is that we finally do reach a sponsor objective, 1-star objective there with Moscon. Another chance today then, and really it's for this man, Rick Zabel, a flat parcours. Gonna try and set this up for him again, but we have Big John Degenkolb, Pascal Ackermann and the like to try and cope with. So we have a horrible day here in Germany, but Rick Zabel, a +3 day. Is this finally our chance? Into the final 50k, we have just been cruising along. Burkhardt has done a load of work on the front. Great rides by him. We are seeing some attacks from this group from some of the lesser riders up to the earlier breakaway, but still, we're going to stay focused on this man right here. 16k to go then. The breakaway are caught. Lenny Kemner on the front. Nico Denz and Maxi Chapman actually looking to attack, and we're going to have to react to that because I guess Kemner isn't going to pace in Shackman, his teammate, but maybe he is. Getting confused by Shackman wearing the world champs jersey perhaps. But anyhow, Zimmerman is going to tempo on the front to try and bring these guys in because that is a pretty dangerous move. And of course, we want Zabel there in the final. 9k to go. And we have just seen another move by Marco Brenner. Young Marco Brenner. Is that maybe a rider we try to sign next season? Perhaps that could be the case. But anyhow, Zimmerman has used up a bunch of energy trying to catch these guys. Could I try and attack up to them? Maybe with Zabel. To be honest, not the best idea. Let's stay like this. We'll use his gel. 6k to go. We have a fall behind, but Pascal Ackermann and his team are sat waiting. We're going to bring in Shackman, Denz and Brenner, I do believe, into the final 5k. And here they go. Bora Hansgrohe. And we have Degenkolb as well with Lotto Sudal. 3.5k to go. Zimmerman is now completely done. Rutsch trying to keep us in a good position, and you know what, let's try and jump wheels here. It's a risky tactic. Rutsch is tempoing on the front, but Zabel in the wheel of Pascal Ackermann into the final kilometre. Zabel tries to come round. It's 1v1. Zabel versus Pascal Ackermann. Tied going to the line. Who's going to take it? Rick Zabel finally wins a national championship for T-Mobile Bianchi. What a race. What a finish. Oh my words, I don't believe what I've just witnessed. Oh my, the relief is real. Finally, we have won a national championship. Oh my words, I was so worried we were going to miss out again this season. We were beaten by Ackermann last year. Zabel came second to Ackermann, I think, or even a few places down. But this year, Rick Zabel just beats Pascal Ackermann to the finish line. What a sprint that was by Rick Zabel, beating other strong riders too. What a race. I am so relieved and so happy with that. Another opportunity today in Austria. We have Markus Wildauer and Schoenberger, and you know what, I think it may be best if we work for Wildauer and try and bring this one in for some kind of sprints. And as we get underway, Wildauer on a +3, this could be a good opportunity to maybe bag a second national title. Wouldn't that just be lovely? So we're some way into this race. We only have a single rider up the race. That is, I think it's Ricardo Zoidl, who is 2 minutes clear, but Schoenberger still working pretty hard for Wildauer. And that attack from Zoidl has prompted a very high tempo. We have just 10 riders left at the very front. I think a few of these guys will come back on, but that has seen plenty of riders go out the back very quickly. Zoidl has been caught then on this climb with 60k to go, and Postelberger really laying down a tempo for Felix Großschartner, and you can see that it's really the case right now, but we are able to stay with these guys, and Postelberger is now struggling, and that suits us very nicely. Going to be very difficult to manage the attacks of Großschartner, Mühlberger, Conrad too, but if we can, Wildauer will be a favourite in the finish. So here we go, 14k to go onto the final ascent of the Hungerberg right here. It's not a long climb, not too long, at least 5.5k, average of about 6%. Let's go at 87 with Wildauer. Try and stay in this group because we have to expect some attacks from Großschartner, Mühlberger, Conrads on this climb, Gurgel as well. We still have Marco Haller here, who would be competition in a sprint, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. And again, Postelberger is struggling. We're coming back to the front of this group. This is perfect for Markus Wildauer. And in fact, if these guys aren't going to attack, we can push the tempo just a little bit to try and drop Postelberger and put the numbers in our favour. But now we have an attack. Michael Gurgel, Conrad too, and could that have been a mistake from me? Conrad is following very strongly indeed. Schoenberger is now done, and Wildauer cannot stay with those guys quite. Let's try and push it over the top of this climb. Can we attack into this descent with Markus Wildauer? We're going to try and have to right here. Can we catch them? This is going to be very difficult. We'll have to take the wheel of Pernsteiner. If we can get to the front though, we have a great shot. So 5k to go. Wildauer is going to have to do some work surely. to help out Hermann Pernsteiner, who was dropped on that climb, but now we're having attacks off the front. Mühlberger has been dropped, and I don't think this is going to be for Markus Wildauer today. What a shame, because we did have a great chance. We have to hope those guys stop and look at each other, which they're just not doing here, into the final 2K. So Wildauer isn't going to be the champion of Austria, but up the roads, let's see who will be right now into the final kilometre. Wildauer sprints from behind, but up the roads it will be Michael Gergel taking the win ahead of Patrick Conrad today, and Wildauer a painfully close 5th position. Really close one for us today, but Wildauer just didn't quite have it on that climb. If we had a slightly better day, or those guys left it slightly later to attack, I think we could have had it, but we miss out here. On we go then to Slovenia, where this is going to be difficult because we have Roglic and Pogačar up against Žiga Horvat. We're underway here in Slovenia then, and I think this is going to be just a case of how long we can survive, because this is going to be surely too difficult against these two men. We've had many attacks so far. Palank has tried to react to every single one, but these 4 riders, Pibernik, Gregor Bol included, have now gone off the front and built up a little lead. Into the final 50k, and we are seeing Roglic and Pogačar now work on the front and pull turns, because 3.5 minutes to the 3 guys at the front, and Gregor Bol or even Luka Pibernik to me look like the favourites now to win this one, and Roglic and Pogačar are going to have to do some work. 15k to go then. I'm going to go as quick as I can up this climb with Žiga. Let's pace at 88, and you can see Roglic and Pogačar really aren't even working, whilst Žiga is at 88 trying to just stay with their tempo as they're cruising up this climb. They need to attack right now, otherwise the win is going to be for these guys, and Pibernik does attack Gregor Bol and the other 2 in the front, and Pibernik looks to be in a brilliant position now to win this race, as Gregor Bol cannot follow straight away. All of these guys are good sprinters, and maybe I could have joined them with Žiga. Maybe a missed opportunity today for him, but Pibernik going off the front. The others haven't been able to catch him, and I think Luka Pibernik of Bahrain McLaren is going to win the Slovenian National Championships. Into the final kilometre comes Luka Pibernik. What a win for the man from Bahrain. What a brilliant win ahead of Roglic and Pogačar. Those guys left it way too late in the finish, whilst Žiga is going to try and sprint for a top 10 now into the final kilometre. Let's go right now with Žiga. Can we get a decent result in the top 10 on this -1 day? That is going to be difficult, it would seem, and I think we're going to be about 14th position, maybe 13th for Žiga in the end, but Pibernik takes advantage today. That was an absolute struggle, but in the end we did manage to finally get a national jersey in the team. And who else? Rick Zabel. This man has been our saviour so often, our hero so often, and he is again on this occasion finally bringing the German national jersey to the squad. Overall, a decent day for the sponsor objectives. We failed in Switzerland, but we did get the big one in Germany, a 3.5 star objective. And so looking at the calendar, we have a few races coming up. I'm not sure if we're going to play any of these. Maybe the Vuelta a Burgos. That could be the next episode with the transfers too, perhaps. Let's see how that plays out. I think that could be a nice kind of episode idea right there with Burgos and the transfers. So make sure in this video you get in any last ditch transfer ideas you have for me before we prepare for season 3. As always though guys, really hope you enjoyed this episode of T-Mobile Bianchi. Drop a like on the video if you did. Drop a subscription to my channel if you're new. I will see you guys in the next one.